We're gold.
Okay, and is your dad ready to spotlight everybody when they're ready to go on?
Yeah, and I'm actually gonna do it.
Oh, okay, awesome. I have the order if you need it. Let me know.
He sent it to me.
Perfect. Okay, well, hello everybody, and welcome to our daily oils routine class. I'm super excited. We're recording now, so we are good to go. My name is Kaylee Still, and I'm one of the leaders here on Bethany Shipley's team. If you know Bethany, she and I played basketball and volleyball together in high school, which was super fun. And now it's just a joy to get to do this together too. And if you don't know Bethany, you should get to know her. But if this is your first time hearing about this whole oily thing, welcome. We are so excited that you're here. I was one of those super, super skeptical people about oils and them actually working. And I'm here to tell you that they work when you use them. So we're going to talk today on how having a daily oil routine can change your life. So I'm going to share a little bit about my daily oil routine, and then a couple of our other leaders are going to share their daily oil routines, and a couple of our girls have kids, and so they're going to share about what they do with their kids and babies too. So I'm excited for that. When I first got going with oils, this was like 6 years ago now. So crazy. But I thought that you really could only use them like when you were sick, or if you had an ear infection or a headache, or like if you had like a specific need. That was the only time that I used them. And so I just had no idea that if you put them on every day, you would actually like experience life change. So, but this is about 3 years ago now. I was super tired, like all the time. I knew my hormones were off. I had these horrible, like painful periods. I had seasonal allergies. I was dealing with a lot of tension in the back of my neck and shoulders, which is very typical for us as women. Men store their tension as well, but I'm not really sure where they store it. So there's that. And then I also was just like sick, like at least once or twice a month at this point. So I knew that my immune system was just not good. And yeah, and I had oils this whole time. I had oils, but I just didn't know that they could actually help me with all this stuff. And so now I have like great energy most days. I have amazing periods. Like I hardly even know I'm on them. My face doesn't even break out anymore. Like insane. I have like almost no cramps. And then when I do get cramps, I'll throw a little lavender on there and you're good to go. I don't have seasonal allergies anymore, which is amazing. And I don't struggle with like constant tension in my neck anymore, which is huge for me because they would lead to like these horrible tension headaches where I was like nauseous and miserable. It was no fun. And I don't have that anymore as long as I'm consistent with my daily oil routine. And is there anything else I wanted to mention? Yeah. So I just feel like totally different. And oh, I haven't been sick in 2 years, like literally haven't been sick. So amazing. And so, yeah, like I said, I had oils for 3 years before I realized all of this. But what I have learned is that oils are like soap. In order for you to actually really see the benefit from them, you have to use them every day. Same with soap. If we don't use soap every day, we're not really feeling the benefits because it might not smell very nice. Okay, so now I know that there are 2 reasons you would use essential oils. One would be for specific needs that you have, and then another would be just for your overall wellness and daily use, like putting them on every day because they're going to help your body function the way that it was meant to. So, and there's 3 ways that we use essential oils. So those 2 reasons, 3 ways we do it. So one would be to apply them on our skin. Most essential oils from Young Living, you can just apply right on your skin. Some oils are considered hot oils, and we call them that. They're not actually like gonna hurt you, but you might, like with peppermint and stuff like that, there might be like an icy hot situation. or like cinnamon is like very like strong, and you want to use like a carrier oil with those when you're applying to the skin, but most oils you can apply to the skin and you're good to go. Another way that we use oils is we'll diffuse them into the air with a diffuser. And that way you can breathe them in and they go into your limbic system and do all this super cool stuff there too. And then another way that you can use oils is some oils are safe to be used internally. So like I will drink some lemon in my water or peppermint, because those are both safe to use internally. So those are the 3 ways that we can use the oils and the 2 reasons that we would. So before I tell you which oils I use every day, and I am going to go over kind of like where I started with my oily routine and then kind of where I'm at now, because it has evolved a little bit. But for those of you who are just getting started, like I would recommend going with like what I started with. But before we get into that, I want to go over really quickly, what is an essential oil? I know when I first was looking into essential oils, I'm like, what is this stuff? Like this little liquid in a bottle, can it really do that much for me? Yes, it can. And here's why. So essential oils are the volatile aromatic compounds that are in like shrubs, flowers, trees, roots, bushes, seeds, some barks. And we extract this liquid through steam distillation. So it's really cool to see this, and there's some awesome videos and pictures, but basically what Young Living does is they will harvest the plants when it's best for the plants to be harvested, and they will distill them. They'll throw them in this big, put them in this big giant vat thing, and it's at a specific time for that specific plant because it's very scientific. And they'll put steam in there, and that helps extract out this essential oil liquid. And so that's how we get it. And these essential oils, they contain medicinal constituents that help our bodies. So for example, like lavender oil has almost 200 constituents, like different little constituents in it that are medicinal, that help our bodies with, like the lavender constituents can help with burns, insect bites, headaches, PMS, stress, hair growth, like, and that's just lavender. Like peppermint has menthol in it, which is kind of like a common constituent that a lot of people know the name of. And so we kind of know that menthol helps with pain and stuff like that. And peppermint that's one of the main constituents in peppermint. So consider that. Lavender has 200 different ones and that's just lavender. Every plant is different and has all these different constituents in them that are helping our bodies work the way they were designed to, which is just so stinking cool. Also, essential oils one second. I do want to point out, this is one reason why I'm super passionate about Young Living oils, because studies have been done on like essential oils from the store that are not made correctly. And lavender from the store has 4 constituents, 4 versus 200. So when we're talking like, is this going to work? Is this going to actually help my body? 4 versus 200. We know which one's going to work, right? The one that has all the good stuff in it. So that's amazing. And that's one reason that I picked Young Living, because they know how to do this. They've been studying it for years and years. When Young Living started, there was no aromatherapy books in English. So that's one reason. And then the other thing that's really cool is that essential oils have the unique ability to penetrate cell membranes and travel through the blood and tissues, which is so cool. So we can put an essential oil on us and it will get into our blood and go around and go to all the different organs and all of that stuff. And it's helping our bodies, which is so cool, right? But this is another reason that I only use Young Living, because I trust that they make them safely. Young Living has a totally transparent policy where you can even like go to their farms and like watch them harvest and watch them distill, and you can even plant some lavender. Like they are so open and just like honest about what's going on. And for me, that's super important. A couple other reasons that I trust Young Living oils are safe and that they'll work is that Young Living doesn't plant plants on like just any soil. They will not plant plants on any soil unless it has not been touched with pesticides for at least 50 years. Now, this is huge for me because pesticides are actually made from petroleum most of the time. So we don't want that. And also pesticides kill good bacteria. So when we're talking about wanting a plant that's going to have lots of medicinal goodness in it, we want a plant that's been grown from really nice, rich soil, not soil where all of the good bacteria has been killed from pesticides. So that's another reason that I'm super passionate about Young Living oils. Another reason is that they will never use pesticides of any kind. They actually use sheep to like weed and get rid of the like pests and stuff in the lavender fields, and they'll use oils and stuff, but they'll never use any pesticides. So that's huge for me. Another thing is that they have done extensive research on when plants should be harvested, when they should be distilled. Like you have to like cut trees and like let them sit for a little while so the oil can come out. Like they've done all this research on it. They're not just buying stuff in bulk and rebottling it. Like it's actual like research and well done. And they won't ever use chemicals or high heat to get oils out, because even though that would give you more oil by distilling it with chemicals or high heat, that oil is not of the same value because you're killing all the constituents with the high heat and chemicals. So it's like very important, like how you get your soil, how you get your seeds, how you get your plants, how you distill them. It's super important, the whole thing. And they're totally open about it. And I've done like very extensive research on this topic, obviously, and I trust that and I've seen that they will work. And I'm telling you all of this because it really just breaks my heart when I see friends go out and they want to see life change like I have, or like someone else they know has experience with oils, and they'll go out and they'll just buy any oil and they'll say it doesn't work. And I'm like, yeah, it doesn't work because it doesn't have all the constituents. It wasn't made correctly. Like the plant to start off with probably wasn't that great. Like you have to think about all these things when you're picking an oil. Okay. So all of that to say, let's get into the daily routine. So 3 years ago, when I decided that I was going to start using oils every day, I was struggling with all that stuff I mentioned, the bad immune system, headaches, bad periods, all of that stuff. I was also struggling with some anxiety and depression, and that was kind of what put me over the line that made me think like I'd like to do something about my life and like not live like this all the time and not be tired all the time. And so what I did is I started with 6 oils on my feet, and I would put them like on the bottoms of my feet and rub my feet together. And the oils that I used were Thieves, Stress Away, Orange, Joy, Peppermint, and Lavender. Those 6 oils, and I would put a drop on one foot. Sometimes it would actually get 2, totally okay. And then just rub my feet together, the bottoms of my feet, like super easy. I would do this every morning before I would go to work or while, and then put my socks on. And so I started with that, and then I started drinking lemon, 2 drops of lemon. I started with 1 drop. I would start with 1 drop and then work yourself up to 2 in like 8 to 10 ounces of water. And oh my goodness, like I did that very consistently. And when I was first going and I had like the anxiety and depression, sometimes I would do that twice a day with the 6 oils and drinking my lemon water. Within a week, I felt a huge change. And within 3 weeks, I like was not suffering from anything like anxiety and depression related anymore, which was amazing for me. So 6 oils and then the lemon. And I picked those because I knew I needed hormone balancing, and lavender and joy balance hormones. And I had read that flowers, like flower oils, can help balance female hormones. So I did those because of that. And I also knew that I needed to be happy, and like I knew that joy helped with that stuff. Like I said, you guys, I had oils for 3 years before this, so I kind of knew what some of them could do. I don't know why I had never thought to actually just like put them on every day, but I didn't until this time. And so, and then I also knew that I needed more energy. So orange and peppermint are really amazing for energy. I knew I needed to boost my immune system. I was getting sick all the time. So thieves for that. I wanted help with my anxiety and wanted to support my digestion. And so peppermint also supports your digestion. Stress Away and lavender have been super helpful for me when I have anxious feelings or am struggling with stuff like that. And so, yeah, that was why I picked those oils. And yeah, orange helped me a ton with my depression, I feel, because it's just happy and it boosts your mood and it has those constituents in it that literally make your brain happy. So it's super cool. And then I started drinking the lemon in my water, which for me, I struggle with iron and lemon can actually help with that. So that was amazing too. And then, yeah, so that was what I did. And if you're just getting started and, you know, you're not sure what to do those because they cover a really wide range. So I'll list them off again. Thieves, Stress Away, Orange, Joy, Peppermint, and Lavender. They cover a range of things, and then the lemon in your water. And lemon also will slowly help kind of detox from all the toxins that we encounter on a daily basis. So that is where I would start. I'm going to let you know kind of now where I'm at. So now I have expanded my routine. This is 3 years later, but I still use like almost all of those oils because still need them and they're still doing all their goodness for me. So in the morning, before I go to work, I have this little bag that I keep all my daily oils in. And so it makes it super easy. I'll literally just sit down on my floor in my living room, put them all on, and then put my socks on, and it's super helpful. So now in the morning, I do orange, grapefruit, peppermint, Endoflex, Thieves, Stress Away, and lavender on the bottoms of my feet. And then on my wrists, I will do, and I'll just put some on so you guys can kind of see how I do it. So put all those on the bottom of my feet, literally just rub my feet together. And then I'll take my Joy, I'll put it on my wrist, I'll go like this, smell it in. The oils do amazing things through our limbic systems in our brain. And so you want to smell them as well. Okay. And then I'll go and put some on my finger and I will just put it on my chest across your heart. That's what my mom taught me actually. So shout out to you, Mindy Di, for always smelling amazing. One of the reasons I got Joy is because my mom used to always smell amazing. I'm like, Mom, what are you wearing? And she's like, Joy. This was like before I ditched perfume. Joy is also what I wear for perfume. It smells literally amazing. All the flower oils. So happy. So I just put that like that. And then I will do Stress Away on the back of my neck because like I said, I used to struggle with that tension stuff and now I don't. So I'll just put it on the back of my neck. Super great. If you struggle with headaches, y'all, Stress Away on the back of the neck every day. You will love it. Okay. So that's what I do in the morning. And it's an amazing way. Oh, I also will do Endoflex down my neck. This is to help support the thyroid and helps with energy. Literally life-changing for me. I was on birth control for a while for PCOS and it suppresses your thyroid. And so having this to help with my thyroid has been huge. So, and it smells amazing. So this is an amazing way to start your day, y'all. You just feel like you smell amazing. Everything's happy. Like it's a great way to start your day. Even if I'm feeling down or I put all my oils on and I'm like, feeling great. Okay. So, and then in the afternoon, I take all of these oils with me to work. I put them in this bag and I take them with me in my purse. And so in the afternoon, that's when I drink my lemon water. Sometimes I'll do it in the morning, but like once I'm at work, I drink my lemon water and then I keep Deep Relief, which is a roller, super easy. They already make it for you in the roller. You don't have to do anything. I keep this with me, and then I keep orange and valor and peppermint also always in this bag, because if I'm getting, kind of low energy at one point in the afternoon, I want to be able to put some of this on. I'll just put this around my head, and it's amazing for like focus. It's also amazing if I'm like a marketing director at a mortgage company, and I stare at a screen pretty much all day. So sometimes when you're staring at a screen too much, that also causes tension in the back of your neck, but it also can just kind of make you feel eh. And so this is amazing for that. And then if I'm struggling with anything like emotionally through the day where I'm just kind of feeling down, I'll put some Valor on, smell it, or orange, smell it. Orange also really stimulates the creative part of your brain. And since I'm a marketing director, I often need to figure out how to create some more creative energy for myself. And so I'll put some orange on. Amazing. Okay, so that is what I do in the afternoon, kind of just as I need. And then before bed, I have a sleep roller that I have made that is 20 drops of cedarwood, 15 drops of Roman chamomile, and 20 drops of lavender, and like 15 to 20 drops of stress away. And I just roll that baby all over me. I will go around my head, behind your ears is another really great place, especially for like emotional stuff. And then I'll go across my chest, I'll go down my spine, I'll go on the bottoms of my feet. This is all with my sleep roller. And I'm out within like 10 minutes. So that is what I do now to support my body every day with oils. And oh my goodness, I can tell such a huge difference if I don't do them. Sometimes let me know what you wanted me to repeat. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying, but that's okay. All right, well, I'm going to now pass it off, nighttime roller. I will repeat that really quick, and then I'm going to pass it off to my friend Abby, who's going to tell you all about her daily routine. So my sleepy roller is 20 drops cedarwood, 15 drops Roman chamomile, 20 drops lavender, and then 15 to 20 drops of stress away. And then I fill the rest up with organic olive oil. And let's hear it, Abby. Ooh, you be looking gorgeous.
Hi. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm so excited to talk to y'all tonight. I am baby free. I handed over the reins to someone else. I have a puppy in my lap and I'm doing great. So, I'm a stay-at-home mom and I have I don't know the whole month thing. He turned 1 at the end of August. I have a picture to show you guys because he's probably like the cutest baby ever. Okay, his name is Jax, and one of my favorite things about Jax is, compared to other babies I've heard, is he's been great. So I don't even know where to start. Jax has never been sick in his entire life. He's had 1 fever, and he was teething at the time, and it was like 99.1 or something like that. But never been sick. Like, I've never had an ear infection. He's never even had snot. I was at my dad's house the other day, and he was like, oh my gosh, he has snot like around his nose and mouth. I was like, no, bro, that's yogurt. Like, that's not snot. And like nothing like that. And my brother has 4 kids under the age of 7, and I can't tell you how many times they're sick every year. And so I can completely tell a difference in our routine and what we've used since like day 1 that he was born. As soon as I've been using oils for like, I don't know, 2.5 years, but as soon as I got pregnant, I was like, oh no, we're cutting everything out. Like, I was in the work of transitioning to fully oils and non-toxic lifestyle, and as soon as I found out I was pregnant, I did not want to take any chances. And that's when I really started getting strict about my oil routine and coming up with a routine for Jax. So one of the things, like when Jax wakes up in the morning, if I am here or I'm the one that wakes him up, I would say consistency is key, but sometimes ours fluctuates with who wakes him up or not. So we do thieves oil, and I also add clove and lemon to his roller, and we roll it on the bottoms of his feet and his spine every day. I try to do it again every night. or I keep it in the diaper bag as well. And if we're running out to errands and going in public, I rub it on him. But that's number one. Number two, when he's at a point where now he has tantrums, which are like hilarious because I put up with no drama and I just laugh at him because it's so dramatic. And we use Endoflex, which is something I actually learned. I don't even remember who I learned it from, but it has this like calming effect. And so I dropped that on his head. Like he'll literally be screaming at me and I was like, "Beep." And also like peace and calming is really good for that. I'm staring at my sister and she's making me laugh. Peace and calming is another good one. And he loves his oils. Like I'll be changing his diaper and he'll just like play with the oils and he likes to chew on the bottles because they're great for teething. And then one of his biggest issues he has had since he was little was just like tummy issues. He was on a special kind of formula for things like that. And so Diagize is probably the most used oil in our house. And then again, when he started eating solid foods, like that's a struggle for babies because they're like trying to poop out things that they're not used to. So using Diagize on his belly button is amazing, and on the bottom of his feet is also really well. Also, if you're comfortable with it, we started probably 7 months old. If he's constipated, I give him about an ounce of Ningxia, which he's obsessed with, and you can always water it down. And I kid you not, I give him that and he poops in 20 minutes, like no doubt about it. So that's another good tool you can use, which Ningxia is like our drink. And then at night, Jax is a very special baby. He has slept through the night since he was 6 weeks old. He sleeps anywhere from 12, 10, I don't know, 11 to 14 hours. Like I sleep fine. I sleep 8 hours a night because my baby sleeps through the night. And some might say I got lucky, but I say it's oils. And we have a diffuser in his room that we put in cedarwood and lavender every night. Sometimes I do peace and calming. It just kind of depends on what we have in the room at the time. And his diffuser goes for 10 hours, if not more, depending on how much water I put in there. And he wakes up a pretty happy baby. And I do that same routine during nap time as well. So that's kind of been a lifesaver. And Abby says this all the time. So shout out to my Abby. But she always says, if you're momming without oils, you're momming too hard. And I tell every single mom I meet, like, I tell them that. I'm like, I'm sorry, but like, your life is way more difficult than it needs to be. Because yes, I have crap going on, but like my baby's easy because I have these tools that I can use on him. And the last thing I use on him every single day almost is the Young Living diaper cream. It's incredible. It can fix the diaper rash in like an hour. I know some people swear by drugstore diaper creams, but like I will pay money. I would pay double for Young Living's diaper cream because it is incredible. It's saved us so many times. And Jax is just turned 1 in the end of August, and I think he already has 10 or 12 teeth. So he's like very lot of teeth. And so when they're teething, they have really bad diaper rash all the time. So it's been a lifesaver for us because ever since he was 4 months old, he's always teething. So Copaiba, that's one last thing I forgot about Copaiba for teething babies. Copaiba is one of like the softest, safest oils. I straight up just put the bottle on, dip it over on my finger and stick it in